Okay, we're going to take a look tonight at a game called Grotesque Tactics. This is a premium edition from Steam. This game's been out for a little while now. It's been out since 2010. And it is basically it is a turn-based strategy RPG game. It's put out by Heads Up, Head Up Games and Silent Dreams. And it is a political satire, very, very heavily story-driven game. This game's got a lot of low reviews in the past from the critics, but it's got a almost cult following. I don't know if cult's the right word there, but let's take a look at the options. Options are pretty basic. You got your sound options, so your music volume, which is fairly decent from the little bit I hear here. This is a blind playthrough, and I'm not sure how long I'm going to do the series. It's not going to be a weekly series like some of my others. It's got to be a game I go to here and there probably, unless I really like it, get into it. But you know, you've got your ambient volume, you got your music volume, your effects volume, your speech volume, and your master volume sliders. Over on the video side, you've got your global visible range, your object visible range. You have your vegetation visible range, your gamma correction red, gamma correction green, gamma correction blue, glow intensity, glow passes, saturation, contrast, and brightness. You also have your settings for your resolution settings, windowed versus full screen, etc. in a out-of-game configuration tool. And then for your game, you can automatically skip dialogues. I don't know why that's in there with this being as heavily of a story-based game as what it claims to be. You got your character wall shader, show damage bar, or not show it. Camera world collision, I don't know what that is. We're going to shut that off. You got 3 levels of difficulty, easy, normal, and hard. We're going to play on normal for now. Panel border opacity. I have no clue. I don't see that doing anything. I think that's for your text panels, actually. Mouse speed. You can turn that down, or you can turn it down to where it's extremely slow. We don't want to do that. So we'll go about midway. Text speed. I'm a slower reader. Camera ISO move speed. Camera follow speed and camera rotation speed. And now, of course, you've got all of your controls that you can set up. Action 1 and 2. Camera ISO down. Camera ISO left, right, up. Camera rotation. Zoom in. Zoom out. Whoa, don't know what I did there. Don't want to do that. Oh, we're just moving up, or I don't know. Anyway, all sorts of settings you can do there. We just want the standard settings. So, we're going to go back and we're going to start a new game. My name is Drake, and today is not my day. I still can't believe that I failed the exam at the military academy, the most important exam of my damned life. There were only a couple of mushrooms blocking my way, some laughable mushrooms. Yet they would have crushed my skull had the academy's examiners not come to my aid. Do you have any idea just how humiliating it is to lose to mushrooms? No, of course you don't. Everyone else has passed the academy. Everyone except me. I have failed. They will go down in history as heroes, whereas I will be remembered as this world's one and only failure. I will spare you further ramblings of a loser's pathetic failures. I will put my life to an end. Behold, witness the tragic death of Drake. Okay. So, Drake here's our hero. Hey there, ferocious mushroom. Here comes fresh food. I bet you're just crazy about fresh human meat. So come and get me. Okay. Thick. Nothing has meaning anymore. The battle is lost. The dark church has defeated us. They'll overrun us all. All our brave heroes are slain. Hurdy. Let us end our pitiful lives. Farewell, oh beautiful world we once knew. Hey, wait a second. Don't you dare destroy my mushroom. That's our brutal mushroom. We've chosen it. Leave it be immediately. The holy avatar. Hold steady, brave men of glory. His semi-divine humble self commands you. Okay. Now, what the hell is going on? Can't I even die in peace? Ho ho! What does this semi-divine humble self see there? Isn't that a soldier who still has a blazing sparkle in his eyes? The soldiers of glory have unfortunately become, well, a little depressed. What a load of crap. But you are different. His semi-divine humble self can see that. What is your name, young and handsome hero? Drake. Huh? Me? Very well. Cake? Kindly destroy these mushrooms for his semi-divine humble self. But, actually, I was going to... Cake! Do not worry. Shall his semi-divine humble self instruct you in the art of fighting? Let's see. Yes, I'm listening intuitively. Give me those valuable hints. Just imagine you had some buttons and, well, a mouse. A mouse? What do I need a mouse for? You can move freely using WASD or the mouse. How far you may go will be determined by your agility attribute. Yes, I'm quite agile. I can move faster on a road than on grass or in the woods. However, I have less cover there. Now move to a field in front of or next to the mushroom. Then you are in direct close combat position. Okay. Well, as you wish. Don't you dare! That mushroom is meant to be our death. Exactly. I'm going to climb into the mushroom now. See you guys. They are insane. They are cursed with the depression spell. Damned fancy modern magics. Well then, Cake, before we get started, you should consider what sort of adventurer you are. Think carefully. Do you want to go the way of the wimp? Then you will get more assistance from me. This will get you an easier start, but nothing more. If you choose the way of challenge, you are brave. You don't need additional help. You just need to do your thing. Choose now, and choose wisely. I'm a natural-born fighter, and choose the path of challenge. If I fight, I don't want any help. All right, as you wish. His semi-divine humble self commands you for your bravery. His semi-divine humble self would have given you a sword of iron, but now you have to use your wooden one. If you prefer more difficult settings, switch to the menu and change the difficulty level to hard, tough guy. Do you want to hear more semi-divine advice concerning attacks? Sure, why not? You do a normal attack with your right mouse button. Just click on your enemy. Or you can pick the attack command left on the bar or respectively the hotkey on your keyboard. But since the mushroom is hiding behind a bush, he gets a bonus to his defense. You have more cover on grass than on an open road. In a forest, you are protected as in a bush. Mind the difference value on your portrait. Mind the defense value on your portrait up on the left side of in the tooltip. All right, Mushroom, now it's you or me. Okay, so I got D1, whatever the heck that means, so let's attack the mushroom. Maybe we're not close enough to it. Why can I not attack the mushroom? There we go. The mushroom is dead. How could you? Damn it, there goes good demise. What should we do now, Sick? Hey, I am experiencing a feeling of triumph and euphoria. It banishes my depression. Wow, I feel so positive. Uh-oh. I fear more mushrooms have caught your scent. Oh boy. Fate means us well. Let us run to the mushrooms. Hurry! So, their victory is not yours. Cake, this cannot be true. Convince these two not to give up their lives. In the meantime, his semi-divine humble self will scout the area. Okay, the suicidal night strike should seek a conversation. What do you want from us now? What happened to you anyway? What happened? You don't know. Our whole army was defeated. The Dark Church has overrun us. Now death in the maws of these brutal mushrooms is all that we have left for us. What? You mean all our soldiers are dead? Yes. Even the young graduates from the military academy were killed or badly hurt. We are among the few survivors. All right, all the graduates have lost their lives? By glory, what irony of fate! Had I passed the exam then I too would be... What exam? The exam. Never mind. Why would you want to be eaten by the mushrooms? We couldn't stop the Dark Church, and now deserve to die. We have failed. It is most humiliating to be killed by brutal mushrooms. We deserve this punishment. Who is the Dark Church? The Dark Church is a fanatical sect. I don't know why their motives or why they have attacked our country. The Dark Church consists of totally insane men and some terrifying, gigantic creatures. The leader calls himself Mother of God. What a megalomaniac. Ridiculous. There are much more embarrassing monsters. So, go and search for them. More laughable monsters than brutal mushrooms? Really? What monsters do you have in mind? How about a pink blob? Oh, yeah, yes, they are really laughable and, really pink. Oh, but there are no blobs in this area, so they don't count. Well, what about a cute little bunny? Oh, yes, many unsuspecting knights were bitten by a cute little bunny. Oh, but did you ever see a saber-toothed bunny? If you visit the caves of Westwind, tell them I said was up. Saber-toothed bunnies are horrible. Every bold hero fears their roar. Oh, those are monsters you can only overcome with a group in which nobody less than Holy Avatar himself has a leading part. So wrong. Well, how about a cute Choco Chick? Oh, the cute Choco Chicks. Yes, they are really endearing. I always wanted to give my son a Choco Chick when he comes of age. Oh, but I'll never see my son again. Oh, besides, you should see a female Choco Chick kick when she feels threatened. Even the goblins fear them because of their kicks. Okay, I surrender. You see, the brutal mushroom is the most harmless monster near and far. What do you want from us now? Don't do it for your family's sake, man. No, we can no longer face our families. Yeah, they're surely dead by now. It's all over. Fine, no more words. Let's end this. We should just die together. I, too, don't deserve to live anymore. You want to die with us? What? Why do you want to end your life? I didn't pass the exam at the military academy. I alone failed. You didn't graduate the military academy? Yes, isn't that awful? A big whoop. I cheated at the exam. Me too. I took a power potion. Oh, really? Yes. A failed exam is nothing to cry about. Sure it is. It was mortifying. Everyone else was so excited. I just sat in a corner. Yeah, but the others are dead now. And, well, you're not. But then a lost battle wouldn't be something to cry about either. Well, you have to admit, I have a point. My family could still be alive. Yes, we still have a chance to avoid our dark fate. Fellow knights, why don't the mushrooms attack us? Damn, I totally forgot about them over our profound discussion. We don't have time to find a counter-argument. We won't die now. Quest completed. Okay, now we fight, though we might not be much help. What the hell? Oh, look, that is an elite enemy. I think his semi-divine humble self should make some more suggestions. Okay, some more tips can't hurt. The mushroom is bigger and shimmers differently in the light. What's the meaning of this? Elite enemies are more experienced foes. They are more powerful than their fellows, and there is a bright side. What could possibly be bright about that? Elite enemies give more experience when you kill them, and they sometimes drop items and gold which you can loot with the right mouse button or the hotkey. Why the hell would a mushroom drop gold? Well, they could have eaten some wealthy merchants. Be that as it may, just remember that they are more powerful than their fellows. Go on, Cake. You are our last hope. It's Drake, damn it. Drake? Oh, why didn't you say so earlier? Drake is a nice name. Much better than Cake. You could help too. Do you think I didn't notice you wandering around? Well, his semi-divine humble self has a much more semi-divine task to accomplish just now. We'll talk later. You just take care of the elite mushroom as fast as you can. So it's all up to me now. I will guard these men with my life. Elite mushroom, your end is near. Okay, so we need to attack him. Oops, I missed what he said. He just spat on me. He just spat on me. He just dropped his sword. Well, one down. Man, these things are chomping away at me. Good, they took care of him. I mean, it's very simple, very basic combat. Congratulations! You have given hope back to these men. What do you want to do now? Where are our troops? How could this happen? Very good question, young and keen commander. I am certain you are ready to accomplish all kinds of great deeds. Now follow his semi-divine humble self, for we shall go and break a foot off in some collective dark church butt. Actually, I was intending to, what did I want again? All this fame is making my head swim. What? You were intending to do this? What you were intending to do is no longer of importance. The only thing that matters now is that we gather an army as soon as possible, for the sect is not going to stand by and wait patiently for us. Well, I don't know. As a side note, his semi-divine humble self would like to point out that our homeland of glory is in great peril. There are no more soldiers left to protect it. All that is left now is his semi-divine humble self and a young keen commander. Where are our troops? How could this happen? The enemy has been slightly underestimated. Stopping a bunch of crazy fanatics is one thing, but subduing weapon specialists and ginormous monsters is something else. And it is none other than them who will be mowing down everything in sight, should you and his semi-divine humble self not act at once. I suppose you're right. I do have to defend my home. Forgive my doubts. Very well. Let us get started. But the two of us might have some problems defeating the Dark Church on our own. We urgently need to expand our party. Indeed, I think so too. But who can we ask? We don't have any soldiers left, so we'll have to see what else is available. What about our neighbors, the elves of Elder Falls? The High Elves? They'll just laugh at us for getting ourselves into so much awkward situation. His semi-divine humble self has a better idea. there are still several mass marauders and cutthroats at the high security dungeon. You shall convince them to come with us and fight for our good cause. But that is not the only of the great Avatar's semi-divine ideas. There are some even more vicious and cunning beings that could fight for us. Mass marauders fighting for good? Well, let us see what else we can find in the dungeon. I'm sure there will be some trustworthy criminals just waiting to be found. Well, that's an interesting plan. A semi-divine plan. But other beings? Yes, maidens. There is still an abundance of maidens. Leave the task of convincing them to his semi-divine humble self. Oh, I see. And it's no problem for you to convince a female. Not for his semi-divine humble self. Women find him irresistible, especially maidens. Look to the west, Drake. What can you see there? A bunch of mushrooms. Help! Help! Someone rescue me! 3 golden rules of detecting a maiden. 1. The maiden is a fair and beautiful, half-naked woman with tattered clothes and long hair. 2. The maiden is in danger or cannot find her way home. 3. The maiden delightfully squeals out the Avatar's name upon being rescued, which is exactly what we will do now. Alright, let's go together. We'll manage to free her from the clutches of the mushrooms. Yes, that we will. But first, there is something more important. The reason his semi-divine humble self could not participate in combat was this chest. Okay, what about this chest? Chests are very important, Drake. The most tremendous treasures can be hidden inside. Let us loot it. But what about the maiden? She's still screaming for help. Save me! Help! Help! Isn't there any handsome knights yearning to rescue an innocent maiden around? Yes, yes. His semi-divine humble self can hear her. However, we have to prioritize. A valuable chest or a maiden who can certainly wait a little longer. Chests can be looted whenever you want, as long as you are near them. It won't make you lose any time. Okay. It was an honor for me to fight alongside you. We'll take a rest near the campfire now. Good luck, Commander Drake. Commander Drake? Don't be so modest. You're a commander now. Carry the rank with honor. Let's go now, Commander Drake. Okay. Time to explore. Well, let's go get that chest. Oh, you now have a small healing potion in your inventory. Do you want to hear a few more semi-divine tips? Not really. No, I wouldn't listen anyway. Okay. So, we're going to stop here. It's a interesting start to the game. It's a little long-winded and taking, a toll on my voice, but hey, it definitely has some black humor in it. And, well, you know what to do. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up below. If you really like the video, well then why not take and share it with your friends? Even favorite it. That would work well. So, like, favorite, share, and definitely, most importantly, subscribe. If you'd like to talk to me about the game, leave a comment below. You can also PM me. You can tweet me. You can catch me on a Nook, Steam, or Raptor. Any of the social networks will do, as long as you communicate. And if there's any games you might like me to try out, take a look at, do some gameplay, just let me know, and if I've got access to them, I'll definitely do that for you. In the meantime, this is Sir Jaxxy fading out.